Hey, good morning. So, I posted last night, and I hope you enjoyed what I posted. Um, so, again, things are definitely, I'm satisfied with the top, and I'm very liking what I've got. So, sorry about the microphone cord, it's all over the place today. So I hope everyone had a good evening, and I'm hoping you're having a great morning. It's Wednesday, and I'm going to go in and get a lot of things done today. My plan was to get up early and attack my task list as assigned by the business meeting yesterday, and I kept snoozing from 5:30 to 7. Snoozy, snooze, snooze, snooze. I don't know what my problem is. I have got to get more motivated in the morning. I am not a morning person, and it's really tough for me to just get going, And of course it's hot, and I'm already melted. I turned on my air conditioner as soon as I got up at 7 o'clock. It just wasn't cutting it. It's like, ugh, I am like melting already. My hair is all wilted, and I can't get anything right. So it's like, I just put myself together the best I could, put on my eyebrows, drew on some eyebrows, and going to work. So, bleh. Anyway, it occurred to me as I was talking about things yesterday that I am 3.5 months away from FFS, female or feminization, facial feminization surgery. I can't even speak. My gosh, things are rolling, boom, 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 and I'm excited. I'm like super excited. And for any of you who are like wondering, like, oh my gosh, like what was top surgery like? What was breast augmentation like? Submuscular, implants and everything, because it's supposed to be more painful and everything. I'll tell you right now, it wasn't bad at all. Don't fear it. Don't fight it. Don't be anxious. Nothing. Just go get her done and don't worry about it at all. It was a perfectly pleasant experience. It was inconvenient at best. I had a lot of soreness. They did a nerve block. I had Vicodin if I wanted to take it, but honestly, I don't think I needed to take any of it. I took some. I slept a lot, drank a lot of water. I'm 2 weeks and 1 day from that surgery, and I feel perfectly fine. If you're worried about that particular surgery, I would suggest you don't. It is really no big deal. Do what you think is best. If you're thinking maybe you want to sacrifice a little, and for the sake of, say, speed or comfort or getting back on your feet fast or something, and you want to go with the subglandular, that is your choice, but I don't think you have to. If you took an entire week off for that, you totally could do that in style and not really worry and go back to work. You're not going to be lifting anything. I'm still trying not to lift things, because every time you lift something, the pectoral muscle moves the implant up in its pocket, and you really want it to get down and stretch everything. I still have my seatbelt on. Probably will still have my elastic strap that pulls them. And as I bat the microphone around like a doofus, the elastic strap that pulls them down and gets them into the pocket. I'll be wearing that, for another month or so. I want to get them to the inside edges of the pectoral muscles. So that's the fluffing phase, and I'm getting real close to doing that because I do feel a bit more pliant. Anyway, so with FFS, I'll recap that. That's 3.5 months from now. They are going to make an incision across my hairline. They are going to loosen up my scalp and pull the hairline forward about 1/2 inch or so, maybe less. They are going to shave my brow ridge down flatter, so I have less protruding brow. They are going to lift my brows so that they're in a bit more of a female position. They're going to perform a lip lift where they make an incision under my nose and lift the lip ever so slightly to feminize. And one of the reasons is a masculine trait is when you speak, you don't show a lot of top teeth, and I don't. And I have a lot of distance between my lip and my nose. Again, a male trait. Not perfectly, like there are females with, distance between their nose and their lip. But in my case, it's a rather masculine feature. So they're going to do that. I'm opting also for cheek volume. They'll do a little liposuction out of my tummy somewhere, and put it in my cheeks to volumize my cheeks. And I'm still leaning forward towards going ahead and volumizing my lips, where the strip of material that they take, the dermal material that they take out of my forehead to pull forward the hairline and lift my brow, they'll take a couple slivers of that and lace them through my lips in order to volumize them. And the good thing about that is it's not a filler, it's not a foreign object, it is my own tissue, it's not a donor tissue. I won't have to worry about anything at all. It will just grow into that material and be me. It's my parts. So it's my parts just getting moved around. It's kind of like when you do lipo augmentation, it's your own fat, it's not donor materials. So that ought to work just fine. So it does kind of make it a one-shot deal. So I have to decide, and I really think I want to, but I also don't want to look like Eva Gabor or something with these massive lips. I am not a Kardashian. I don't want to be a Kardashian. I want to look like every mom that ever walked past you in a mall ever. So that is the goal. I don't know, trans mom? I don't know. Couldn't tell you, don't understand myself, but I just want to blend into the woodworking. And I know that is considered woodworking. So the term woodworking does apply to me because I simply want to blend into the background, blend into the woodwork, so to speak. My life is less about being openly trans, although I do tell people when I believe it's necessary, and I do want to stand up for trans rights. But for the most part, I would prefer to just blend into the background and be assumed to be the person I am, who is female, who is Jackie, and live my life that way. I am not going to, nor will I, suggest to myself or take other suggestions to live stealth. I'm an open and honest person. I live in an area where it's not that big of a deal. I've been open and honest with some big scary people. To be very honest, there are some very big rednecky people in this area. And I'm still open and honest, and I will tell you, it does give me a little anxiety at first, but honestly, they're really nice people, so I haven't had a bad experience. I don't know if I do that in Georgia or other places, Arkansas, Texas, name your state, but here I feel okay, and I know that I'm just counting on the goodness of people, so hopefully that still works out for me. Anyway. All said, female feminization surgery is so close. I mean, I remember saying, and it feels like days ago, I remember saying, oh my gosh, top surgery is just 3 months away. Whoa, we're come and gone already. So, yeah, I have to get myself prepared. There's things I want to do, get my ducks in a row. I want to clear out a lot of stuff I have in storage, and I want to really clean out. I still have boxes in my loft, this wall of boxes, and I hate it. Lots of clothes to donate and things to figure out where to store. And I'm just so sick of this wall of boxes, and I want to clean my loft from one end to the other and just make it pleasant. I've also realized I'm not sure I like my style of decorating anymore. And it's not that I want a change or want to do something more female or, it's just not, I don't know, I decorated with what I liked that I knew I liked. And I look at it now and I'm like, I'm not really digging this as much as I thought I was. My decorating style is kind of industrial 30s, 40s institutional, kind of like schools or libraries. I like metal stuff, or maybe I should say I used to like metal stuff, like metal with a grid or whatever. And it's I don't know. It's interesting. My bookshelves are like that, and I've got some lamps that are kind of old looking with kind of like a wire grid around them and a little dome and stuff, and I like Edison bulbs, and kind of quirky that way. But I don't know, I look at it now and I think, I'm not sure anymore. I kind of like my friend's style more than I like mine, and she's got kind of it's not shabby chic at all. In fact, it's kind of like shabby chic then sent to the furniture guy to have it redone and painted nice, I guess. I don't know. And it's a really nice style, and I like it. And she's used whites and off-whites and silvers, and I look at it and I think, oh, I like that. And I'd probably throw a pop of color at it. Another friend of mine does kind of farmhouse, and I'm like, how do I do shabby chic remodel with farmhouse in some color that I like? Can I do like something like that? And I have a few pieces of furniture that I might try that with. Like, it has 3 drawers, and they all go across with different units, and then matching nightstands. They're a little on the boxy side, but well, maybe those 3 drawers I could do 3 colors of purple, like a light lavender, a lavender, and a dark lavender, and I don't know. I really don't know. Much less do I have the time to contemplate it. So cleaning is probably my best option, so I'll just do cleaning. Anyway, I got really off topic from facial feminization surgery, but that's what's going on. I did the overview, and I probably won't do it again for a while, but as things progress every month or so, I'm sure I'll say, it's only so many days away, and I get excited about it. And since I had such a great experience with top surgery, and it was so exciting, and I never actually had any anxiety, I literally went completely into there being, anesthetized, and they're putting the anesthetic and stuff in the mask, and I'm sitting there smiling, excited, and I'm like, I guess I wasn't going to be anxious about this, and I worried because I had so many big surgeries after a motorcycle accident 15 years ago that killed me 3 times and snapped me in half when my pelvis and my spine separated from one another and my pelvis broke in half, and nearly tried to rip off my right leg, and then nearly tried to rip off my right arm and shattered both wrists. So it was really a lot of fun. No wonder I thought I was going to have some problem going into the surgery suite, after all those surgeries and being beat up and torn up and put back together. I thought it was really going to give me some anxiety, but it didn't. So I was very happy that it went that way. Now I feel really empowered to go into the next surgery. Anyway, have a fantastic morning. Actually, by the time you get this, it will be evening. I'll upload this tonight. So have yourself a great Wednesday, or I hope you had a great Wednesday, and I will update you again soon. Again, if you're struggling at all, clearly I'm having a great time with my stuff. If you're struggling at all, I want you to know I care deeply about what's going on, and you're going to get through this struggle. You need to hear me when I tell you you're going to get through the struggle. It's going to be okay. It's really, truly going to be okay. I'm getting through it. I still have a lot of challenges to meet. Monetary, family, friends, spousal, you name it. I'm in that struggle, but I'm doing everything I can. I'm doing it in a timely fashion. I'm trying to be kind and courteous to everyone in that process, even though it's very, very difficult. The best thing you can do is be the best you that you are. You can't control other people, nor can you go fight for your own reputation. Simply be your reputation and go forward. That's really the best you can do. Beyond all of that, enjoy the process. Don't be scared, and be who you are. That is all I can give you. It works. It's okay. You don't have to be frightened, ashamed. Don't let people guilt you into anything. All of those things are very tough when you're in the process of transition at this age, when you've had a career and friends and family and children and all of those things. Do your best, be your best. Know that things will work out somehow. If you're worried about failing, I want to share with you, how can you fail if you never give up? If you don't give up, you find some sort of solution, right? Even if it's plan A, B, C, or Z. If you simply refuse to stop finding a solution, you cannot fail. You cannot fail. Now, it is okay to decide at some point, this is not worth my effort. There are other things I need to do. I am going to either put a pin in this, or I'm going to say to myself, this is okay the way that it is, and I will move on to something more important. That does not have to be labeled as failure. That can be labeled as a decision, one that you made with educated thought process. Be careful what you label as failure. Failure really starts when you decide to not continue to not fail, when you decide to not continue finding a new solution. And if there is a possible solution that you could have chosen and you just gave up, giving up is the failure. Make a decision. Do something different. That is not giving up. That is different. So it's all very gray area, but I want to just give you the best information I can if you're struggling. If you need somebody to listen to you and there's no one in your sphere of influence, go to the place that I went to, which is transgenderpulse.com. There are fantastic people there. I know I say it all the time, but I mean it. And they will listen. They've all been through it. There's also people there who are struggling through who maybe you can identify with and understand their story. And if you need a therapist, there is a great resource page on that site that will help you find a therapist in your area. I used it, and it was absolutely instrumental for me and my transition. And if you're struggling with even the minute thoughts of not being around anymore, don't struggle against it. Use their suicide hotline and talk. That is where you start, not when it becomes dire, but right when you're struggling with the smallest of thoughts. You simply need to reach out and start having someone hear you and understand. The moment that occurs, it changes your paradigm and you can move forward with grace. So do those things for yourself. And again, I should remind everyone, hey, I see some new subscribers. It's fantastic. Thank you so much for subscribing. It actually makes me feel really good as I smack the microphone again. Look at my face. It makes me happy. I can't believe it makes a difference, but you know what? I think it's really cool that you guys are digging on this. So by all means, I would love some more subscribers. And if you do, go click the bell so you get the alerts. I'll keep these updates coming. I won't be incessant. I won't do it every single day. I'll do it when it's important. And I'll keep you updated, and I'll show you the ugly. Now with FFS, I'm going to have a friend in there who did the vocal feminization surgery camera work, and he is going to do a fair amount of camera work on this one. It's going to be up in Oakland, and that one's going to be very well documented, and we're going to try to get it looking real sharp so you really see everything and what's going on. You'll get those updates of me being bandaged up like a beat up raccoon, and it's going to look terrible, but you'll see all the way through, and I will explain and share. I will not hide the ugly. The ugly will be aired, so... And I got plenty of ugly honey, so don't worry about it. Anyway, have yourself a great one. I'm going to sign off, and I will catch up with you in the next time. And remember, I care deeply, and it's going to work out. Don't freak out. Don't be anxious. I know those are easy words, but trust me, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, you're going to get through it. Have a great one. I'll see you later. Bye.